I told you that we buy some milk from our neighbors,
Yeah.
but most of the time it was them who gave it to us for free.
Yeah.
Or because they will have the same case after some months, for example.
that's
So we
exactly.
do the same with them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Nice.
so it's part of the neighbor.
Yeah.
Hi friends, Tom Wiley here. My family of 5 has spent the last 5 months traveling Europe as nomadic homesteaders. Part of what we have been doing as we have traveled country to country has been just evaluating those countries and those areas for their suitability for the homesteading lifestyle. We come from Idaho and Missouri in America, living the modern homesteading lifestyle of trying to meet as many of our family's needs as we could from our own efforts and those of our local community. So our efforts were focused on raising animals and gardening, learning how to preserve food, and also plugging into community and teaching each other forgotten skills, things that we need to live sustainably and regeneratively. A couple weeks ago, we got to sit down with a staff member at the Lake Shkodra Resort in Albania, where we were staying at the time, and we got to talk with him about just what it has been like to live in Albania. It was a really fun interview. We got some neat insights into the country, that area, and just a little bit more context of what it's like. And so we wanted to share that interview with you now. The topics we discussed are on screen here. Let's get into it. Hey friends, Tom and Sarah Wiley here, and we are in Albania at Lake Shkodra. We just wanted to have a conversation with Andi here about Albania, especially just his experience, being here, living here, growing up here. We'll get into all that. First, thanks Andi for
You're welcome. Thank you
having
for
a chat with us.
inviting me.
Yeah.
It'll be a pleasure.
Obviously, like you're not officially representing the resort or anything like that. I just want to say
I'll try
that.
my best.
But yeah, this is just a casual conversation between us.
Yeah.
But we're coming from the perspective of Americans moving to Europe and exploring around Europe and kind of just seeing what different countries are like and what it's like to live there, what it's like to work there.
So what do you think? Or you have to do me that question.
Yeah. Good. And I think, from our perspective, like we're coming from doing farming and gardening kind of things there, but we know people that come here for different reasons and they're looking for different things. I assume you were born here. Is that correct though?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are doing basically the same as you. Like we are, as my parents are farming also.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's not the main job they do.
Yeah.
Because my mom was a teacher.
Okay.
And my father worked with the balancing of the electricity and something like that. I don't know how to explain it very good.
Yeah.
And but basically my grandparents and my grandma, they used to have some animals and to do farming as well.
Okay. Yeah. So did you grow up like helping them on the farm?
Kind of, because of the school. We were 4 kids actually, and they managed with 2 salaries to give us all 4 to support us financially. To have all the bachelor degree or to do that. But I mean, they were still doing the farming part. Because we want, for example, in summer we always have our bio products that we grow it up by ourselves.
Oh, cool.
So we didn't do farming to sell or to win something for it, but just for ourselves, just for the family part.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. That's mainly been what we've been into, is just growing for ourselves. Also. So we totally understand that. And so your parents are still farming some? Gardening,
actually my dad, after 40 years of working, as I told you, like a chef group of controlling the balance of electricity. I don't know how to explain that very good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
After 40 years, he's not doing it anymore. He stopped doing that, and he's now he took a lot of fields, like 20 hectare. Something like that. With how do you say that? I mean, medical
plants.
Yeah, like medical plants, medical herbs.
Oh yeah,
medical plants, medical herbs.
Because I heard that Albania grows and sells a lot of medical herbs.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
And he started doing it now, and he's still going with it.
Okay.
Now the farming part we did by ourselves, just for ourselves, for family part. Now he's growing up, and it's more as a business now for my father.
Okay.
Of selling herbs and
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Does he ship them or sell them in country?
He sells here in country in a company, and the company ship them or do this export import.
Cool. Is it a company we'd recognize like in the stores?
Not really. There are different collectors here in the north.
Okay. So they get them from different farms.
Yeah.
And then like someone gets it big. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We do that in the US too.
Yeah. Very cool. Nice. So, do you have a question? Go ahead.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
A lot of people that we know that will watch this, we're interested in, can you buy cow's milk? Like fresh milk from a cow, not like in a bottle where they heat it up and do all that. Can you like buy fresh milk anywhere around here?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you do that? Because I've heard that you can, and I can't figure out like how.
Actually, in my hood, for example, we all had like most of the families around had a cow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But when the cow is having his baby, he cannot have the milk enough to feed all the part of the members of family. So in that case, we always bought fresh milk from our neighbors.
Okay.
But also there is a company like doing milk and how it's called in English, I don't know.
Probably a dairy.
Word. Yeah, a dairy. Doing cheese and and they bought fresh milk from all my neighbors right now.
Okay. Cool.
Of course, they have their controlling part, their sanitary parts, and lots of things. But that's fresh milk.
Oh yeah. So for people who are coming here, either tourists or if people move here, foreigners, do they? I guess they just meet their neighbors and ask them if they have the cows and for the fresh milk. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you need to
do. Does the government have any rules? I mean, I assume the government doesn't have rules against
not really.
Somebody can't buy fresh milk from
a
farmer.
Really.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I told you that we buy some milk from our neighbors, but most of the time it was them who gave it to us for free.
Yeah.
Or because they will have the same case after some months, for example.
Yes,
so we do the same with them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so it's part of the neighbor.
Very
we
cool.
did that kind of with friends before we left. We traded eggs for milk.
Yep.
They had a cow, extra milk. We had lots of chickens, extra eggs. So we call it bartering in America, trading that, back and forth.
But also in Škoda, actually, it's not a marketplace, fixed marketplace where you can buy fresh milk. But there are some places around Škoda city, and they sell it. And also there are people who have a lot of cows and bring some milk in the morning for several customers in city. Because in city they want to have fresh milk as well. So they have their customers right now. For example, they go in the morning. They know where they have to go to transport the milk. But it's fresh milk.
Oh, nice.
Still.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm emphasizing it, but it's fresh milk.
It's fresh milk.
Well, that's good.
In the US we call it raw. raw milk, and so we emphasize that also.
It hasn't been
it's
heated
raw.
up.
But there are
stored.
certain states in America, they don't allow it, or they have all these rules and regulations, and so it's difficult for some people to figure out different ways to get it. And some people, they buy a cow, so they have like a farmer or someone who has it. They'll have a cow, and then they own part of the cow, so that they can get the milk. It's like they do all these. And I guess in Europe,
the rules.
In Europe, we heard the Netherlands, I think, in Germany, they said, "Oh no, you can't get the fresh milk, the raw milk." And we thought, really? Nowhere? No, we're not supposed to. Oh, okay.
Different laws, different
laws, exactly. Yeah.
So have you always lived around Skoder here?
Yeah, I finished my school, my 9th year school, how it's called, the primary school. Yeah, here at where my mother now is directress. She worked as a teacher, but now she's directress.
Okay.
And after 9th year, I go to every day by bus every day in the morning to Škodra to finish the lycée. And this year I finished the bachelor degree.
Okay, nice.
But still going by bus and coming.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was pretty.
Yeah.
So after the 9th grade, do you go straight to college or university?
To college.
Or to college. Okay.
To college. You do 3 years more, everything in general.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I actually don't support that much in our system, because I think there's more 3 years must be more helping us where to go in the more deep in the direction. But you're still doing things in general.
Yeah.
Like taking physics when you're going for something else, for lecture or
So you think it'd be more useful to go in a trade or learning something toward your work?
Yeah, before going to university. Then you go to university, you have 3 years also there. Or it depends on the kind of profile you're going. Like you can go for pharmaceutic and you will have 5 years, for example, of university.
Okay.
It depends.
Yeah. Where did you get your bachelor's in?
On IT.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And I still don't like it, the way how we manage somehow to the studying system here. Like you just get everything in general.
Okay.
You don't go somewhere very deep on it, and you think, now I have this one at least. You know.
Yeah.
I studied, as I told you, for IT. I learned a lot of programming languages, but everything was in general.
Okay.
I would like more prefer to, hey Andy, what kind of language do you like more now? Like Python. Go straight to Python, have it done, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But
Are there places or schools where you can go in particular to learn one piece of that, or
not,
or is it
not actually?
Okay.
Not actually.
Okay. So that's something you would either need to go somewhere else to another school or learn online or something like that.
You have to take the master degree to go more deep on something.
Okay.
I think that's how it's working here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
More money, more time.
Yeah. More money, more time.
That's right.
The system here, I don't like it.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. There's problems with the American system too. Yes. For sure.
And they do the same thing where they go to year 12.
Yeah.
And it's not, I guess in Europe I have European friends and they said, oh, after year 9 or 10, then you can do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Geared where you want to go. But in America you have to go to year 12 and then you do whatever after that. So for people coming to visit, where would be places that you would suggest? Like for us, we've been mainly here in Škodra, which we love, but like, is there any other places in the country you're like, you should go see this before you leave?
Actually, I have visited a lot of north, but not down in the south.
Okay.
So I could suggest you, nearby here, you have some very good places. But you can go mainly Rosapa Castle. Have you been there?
No, I was going to ask you about that. We wanted to go there. We pass by it all the time.
There's a very beautiful view where you can see all the city and the river coming down. And that's the beautiful part, and also the story about it.
Okay.
Or you could go to the Messi Bridge, for example. There's also nice place to be visit.
Okay.
But if you go further, there is Tet.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the place up in the mountains.
Yeah,
correct?
there
Okay.
is Tet, and there is Komani River, when you have two branches of the river to go to Shala or Valbonne,
Okay.
and they are both very, very beautiful, very magnifique view.
Yeah.
Yeah, here in
Nice.
the north. Also, these places I just mentioned, they are being very crowded.
Okay.
But if you want to go somewhere more to be more peaceful, more quiet,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you can go to Le Pouche or Vermoche. They are
Okay.
here in the north,
Yeah.
but they are very, very beautiful places to be visited.
Okay.
And did
Cool.
you said you like to
Yeah.
travel those? Do you do hiking or camping or visiting a day? Or?
Most of these places I have been with my classmates having an excursion.
Okay.
Fun.
Some
Okay,
of them
yeah,
with my
yeah.
family, but
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
not kind of hiking or camping.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
part of our culture yet.
Okay, yeah.
So
I
when you
didn't go
say
to that either.
when you say excursion, what do you mean?
Like a group of the class
Yeah.
going somewhere for a day, a beautiful place to visit,
Yeah.
having a lunch and coming back, or
Okay.
maybe sleeping
Okay.
there one night and coming back.
Okay. So like field trip is
Yeah,
what we're is the American
The
equivalent of
American,
that. Yeah. We've heard from others that like Albania is starting to focus a lot on tourism and like try to attract it more and that is that what you've experienced? Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
A lot of even my familiars actually, they're all putting their attention on tourism right
Okay.
now. But the tourism haven't started recently. It has so many years that have already started. But I think last year, for example, it was the main point or the peak of the tourism.
Okay.
And why is that? I heard that from someone yesterday, and she said it was like last year, this year was.
I think it was because of every media or every about adversing it very much, like saying
Okay.
hey, Albania is cheap, Albania is
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
every social media or different applications using to attract tourists. Or,
Yeah.
but I think that our infrastructure wasn't ready for
Okay.
that much of tourists.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There were people waiting for several hours in traffic to come, for example, from south to the north.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they're working on that, right? With the,
Yeah,
'cause
they're
we just went
trying
on
to
that
work a little bit.
the new is it I
The
don't
new
know call it highway,
toll road,
the toll
whatever.
road that's
Yeah.
there. Yeah, we've taken it to Tirana from
Yeah.
I forget the name.
I forget where it starts.
Yeah.
Makes
It
it way faster.
Cuts off like 40 minutes or something. 30
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
Because we
Tuman?
Duman.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Because we took that and then on our maps it doesn't show it.
Yeah.
And so the other night we took it back and we missed that and we just thought, oh, we'll just go on what our maps say, the old way, the old route.
Yeah.
And it took a
really
lot
rough.
longer.
We've noticed the policia. Is that what how you say
Yeah.
it? Here? Oh, we've noticed that they have like little flag thing in their hand,
Paddle.
like a paddle looking thing. They basically have like a stick with a little stop sign on it or something.
Yeah.
Stick with the table thing.
Yeah,
Stop, for example.
we haven't seen that before. I think I maybe saw it in Montenegro on our way down. Was the first time I'd ever seen them having a little sign like that. Is that just basically if they need someone to stop, they'll hold it up? And you're supposed to stop?
They use it just to stop. They put it like this when they want to stop somebody.
Okay.
They don't find it very strict on their rules doing the right thing on the roads.
Okay. Is there anything just from you growing up here and working here, because you've worked here a few years, right?
It's my third season here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in experiencing all the different people, that come from different countries and cultures, is there something like very unique about Albania that most people are surprised about that you have found?
I feel that's a beautiful part, that's a good part of having a job here.
Yes.
You meet different people with different culture, and you have a conversation with them. And yeah, I think that after 3 seasons, I have took a lot of things from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just by having them as a customers.
Yeah.
Nothing else, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way how they order, the way how they manage to talk with the waiter, and even in the bad times, for example, because not everyone is having a good day, but still they give respect to you.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
How many languages are you like familiar with enough to converse and make conversation?
English and French, because I had the opportunity to take Italian as well, but I didn't like it as a language.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Albanian.
Yeah.
You know those?
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
So, did you watch a lot of movies? I heard that some people said that they watch American movies, English, British, to pick up the accent. Is what I was curious about.
Kind of. Not that much, but most. I listen to a lot of songs more than watching movies. For example.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I told you that it comes naturally more.
Yeah.
So that helps. I mean, we've been surprised at is seeing all the English. Like when we went to Tirana, even we went to the mall in Tirana, and the food, all the food at the to the food court, they had all the signs. A lot of it was in English. And when we were in Germany and in Portugal, you go and everything is in German or in Portuguese.
Yeah.
And so we were like, we have to take our phone out and try and like, okay, what is that? And plug it all in.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of signs in English, which has been helpful for English speakers or people who speak.
That's good.
And they had the Minion movie. We watched the Minions with the kids, and they had it in English, so the children were very excited. They could understand it.
Right. So I have a question back on the farming stuff. To raise the animals here, are you required to register them with the government at all, or like tell them what you have, or
no, not at all.
Okay, you're not required to like give them certain shots or medicines or
no.
anything. Okay, nice.
We do it by ourselves. I mean, we have a
nice.
Well, we were looking at perhaps moving to Portugal, and in Portugal we found out that you have to every animal that you have to register with them and tell them how many animals you have, and then if one is born, you have to tell them and like what shots you have and like all this. And we were going.
I think
in America where we lived, at least, we intentionally lived in states that don't require that. And so we were just like, we have to do that.
If you were getting ready to butcher an animal to harvest and eat them, you even had to ask their permission and have them come and inspect the animal and make sure it was healthy, and
like chicken.
You kind of had to you had to ask.
They are priorities for the moment.
Yes.
There are lots of more things more important to be fixed.
Yes.
Than dealing with animals.
Than dealing with animals.
Yes. I agree. Yeah.
What is a typical salary here? Do you know, like around?
It could go to 400, I think, or 350.
A month
this
or
is
a week?
a month.
A month.
This is like the lowest, as I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it could, at the mid-range, as you told me, it could go to 550, something like that.
Euros
is that euros or lek?
Euros.
Okay. Yeah.
One of the unique things in Albania is that there are multiple religions, but they all get along. Is that right?
Yeah.
So what are the different religions that are?
The harmonic part of each religion, that's true, actually. They go very good among us.
Yeah.
Okay.
What different religions are there, the main religions here?
Christian, Muslim, and Orthodox.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, most of them. In the Shkodra, you can have a lot of pictures where mosque is here and the church is here.
Do you think it's because they just don't talk about religion with each other, or they're just respectful about each other believing different things?
I think that's because of the story we had about communism. It was a period of our country where we are not allowed to trust in God. And Verhoja was trying to make a monist country. How it's called?
Like no God?
Like no God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't get the
communism
word
doesn't
now.
any God.
Yeah.
How it's called?
Atheist?
Yeah, atheist.
Yeah. Atheist country. And that was a huge problem for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A huge, but there were hundreds of priests who were persecuted and killed just because they're trying to not accept that and no God believes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And after the communism,
Yeah.
they tried all together to rebuild again the faith they had in God and to build, to bring it back, whatever it was lose these years, several years.
Yeah.
So they were together in a form and a way.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think that's what I think
together
about.
to restore.
Yeah, to restore.
Even though they were different,
Yeah.
but working together to gain back what they had.
Exactly.
So when did communism end? Forgive me, I didn't. I need to look at the history, but
It started when the Second World War II finished.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and it ended in 1990.
Yeah.
1990. Okay. Okay.
And so the form of government that Albania has now, is it, did you say it's a prime minister?
Edi Rama, yeah, the prime minister.
Okay.
Okay. And is there a president also?
Yeah, we also have a president.
Okay.
Okay.
And
But the one who has more power, I think, is the prime minister.
okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And are both of them elected? Like, is there elections that put them in place, or?
For the prime minister, is elected by us, and for the president, is elected by the political part. I don't know how.
Okay,
Yep.
party. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
How is there an age you have to be to vote?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
must be 18.
Okay.
It's
It must
18.
be
Okay.
18. Yeah.
Same. To get a driver's license, how old do you have to be?
Yeah, still 18.
18.
18.
Interesting. Yeah.
okay.
In America, it's 16, but it might even be 15 now.
It used to be, but when we were younger,
was?
it was 15 or 16, and
Yeah.
now it has slowly actually gotten higher.
Okay.
17, 18. A lot of people have to wait now. A lot of
Yeah.
kids wait till they're 18 now to get their license.
I waited until 18 because insurance was cheaper.
Okay.
And I was 18, so I waited on purpose, but I didn't have to. Do you have to go to a driving school to get a driver's license?
Yeah.
So do a lot of people get their driver's license and have cars here, or do a lot of people use public transportation?
Same. But
same,
most
both?
of them, they are now using, like car is being a working vehicle. You need it on your day.
Necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want to respect your time.
Yes.
And see
Oh,
what
yeah,
time
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, we have to go.
Get to work, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to go to work.
Yeah.
Actually.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It
For
was a
chatting with
pleasure.
us.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Sorry if my
Thank you for
English was a
having
little bit confusing.
No, it was good.
No, it was very good.
You did a really
Thank
good job.
you.